It has been stated any number of times from this ministry and others that as salvation is God's greatest gift to the world, the baptism with the Holy Spirit with the evidence of speaking with other tongues is God's greatest gift to the church. You see, everything that is done on this planet, with the exception of the first advent of Christ, has been done by and through the office work, the power, the person, the agency of the Holy Spirit. I say that because it wasn't the Holy Spirit that came to this planet to die upon a cruel cross. That was Christ. However, it was the Holy Spirit who was so involved in the birth of Christ, the life of Christ, the death of Christ, even to the point of telling him when he could die. Also, the burial, the resurrection, and the ascension of Christ. The Holy Spirit was involved in everything. But regarding this planet, everything that has been done by and through the person, the power, and the agency of the Holy Spirit. I also want to let you know that not only has everything been done by and through the power and the person of the Holy Spirit, regarding the baptism with the Holy Spirit with the evidence of speaking with other tongues, it was something that was commanded by Jesus Christ nearly 2,000 years ago. In fact, it was just moments before his ascension. He had been appearing to his disciples some 40 days after his resurrection. And this was just moments before his ascension, where nearly 500 people had gathered about that day to hear the words of Christ. They didn't know that this would be the very last time and the very last words that Christ would speak on this planet. They didn't know that. He did, but they did not. And as a result, he could have spoken on any number of topics. He could have spoken on futuristic events. He could have spoken on love thy neighbor. But instead, the Bible is very particular regarding the 4th verse of the 1st chapter of the book of Acts. He said he commended them not to depart from Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father. Now, there's two things here that I want you to understand. Number one, this was not a mere suggestion. That word command means a military charge. It has inference, if you will, of a general giving a command to those underneath him, and if those orders are not kept, consequences would be the result. Christ would command those disciples then and all disciples now that before we can go preach, before we can teach, before we can sing, before we do anything, we need to have the infilling of the Holy Spirit. Now, is this command relevant today? Yes and no. No, in the fact that we don't have to go back to Jerusalem and we don't have to wait. It's relevant because when the Holy Spirit came on the day of Pentecost, he never left. And there are reasons why that as a believer, we need the infilling of the Holy Spirit. And over the next video blogs, we're going to be explaining things about the Holy Spirit that you need to know. Secondly, we're going to be dealing with what is the benefit, the value of speaking with other tongues. It is something that as a child of God, it is ready, available for you. It's ready for you to accept. That all you have to do is just simply reach out by faith and believe and receive. The same way in which you got saved, it's the same way that you receive the infilling of the Holy Spirit. Ask, believe, and receive.